Right, what's going on with this? I'm not seeing nothing. What the hell? What is going on with me? Hey, what is going on with me? Ah, hey, I don't know what's is happening with my thing. Hey guys, this is election watch, and maybe I gotta change my, oh gosh, my iPad again because I'm not seeing. I don't know what happened to the camera. Anyway, guys, how you guys doing? I don't know what's going on with my iPad. Okay, let me see what I can do here. Um, I'm trying to test. I don't. What the hell? Today's election in Guyana. I'm trying to keep up with it, see what's going on. You know, today is the mother of all elections. The mother of elections. Mother of election. That's what's going on in Guyana. I'm not getting my camera on. I don't know what is it, but I just don't know. My camera's not coming on. Anyway, I'm gonna start up a new life, maybe back. But today we want to keep up with the elections in Guyana. You know, I'm saying it. This is the mother of our election. A lot of things is on the ballot, and you know, we're looking for justice, equal rights, and justice. And you know, people fed up. Guyanese fed up. Guyanese want a change, and I think this is a big change. Guyanese want a change. I'm saying, Guyanese want a change. Just don't know what's going on. So where we are again, once again, and we checking in. I can gotta maybe try this on because again my iPad is just worrying me over and over again. But we keeping up. We're trying to keep up with the Guyana elections, and today is voting day. Voting day in Guyana. Voting day. The big day is, you know, the Eid day, and we are keeping up with it. You know, we are keeping up with it. So let me see. Nobody is live keeping up. Who's covering? Who's covering? Nobody's covering in Guyana. Nobody's covering the elections. Well, I have a little complaints. Some people not finding the name. You know, somebody said some dead man votes. All these things is going on. But I just hope after this election, whoever go into government, it changes all damn this election situation. This crazy in this modernist time, fetching ballot boxes all around the place, and no, you gotta get with the program. You gotta get with the program. I get all this oil money, and and we know what's going on. And all these things. Just seeing pictures of people vote. Everybody out vote. Like since 6 o'clock this morning, people start voting. People start voting. You know. Nothing is going on. They say two Indian nationals come and vote with fake ID card. I'm just giving the news as I see it here. I'm just giving the news when anybody go live, when they start live. Um, you know, I'm gonna connect with that. But for now, everybody just try to get things out the way.
The ordinary people have been punishing and the few friends and favorites of the corrupt PPP regimes.
Let me hear what Mark Benchop have to say a little of him.
Some who can't enjoy the good life as they used to, they're still enjoying it, but not with the sort of freedom that they had before. Freedom to corrupt the police force, freedom to corrupt government officials, freedom to just corrupt individuals. They don't have that freedom right now. And so they're going to you crying and begging with crocodile tears to tell you that they can do something for you. They don't want to do anything for you. They want to save themselves. Be careful when you go out and you vote. And now some of you may come and say, well, PNC or APNO, what did they do for you?
Okay, I come out from Mark Benchcap because right now I can't really techie. I'm looking for somebody else.
And why are you supporting the Win Political movement? What has motivated you to support the Win Political movement?
Because he was so long I lived there and I never get help from the other part. Let us go to Win. My name is Elaine Polaya. I live in
Why are they playing so much music? Can't hear what she's saying. Anyway, we're keeping up, I'm gonna change this device soon because I'm not getting the so we're keeping up. I'm trying to see what's going on. Yeah, we see what Doggy got to say.
Not apart. Take your ID, you show it to the people there, and then I go and place my box. The box. Everybody can see the box. The box is a very little piece of box. It's not nothing you go in a room. I wanted to go in a room, but they can see you. But Then you fold the paper, you put it in the box, you put your hand in the ink, and that's it. Simple. Okay? Very simple process. No argument. No argument. Now, I want you guys to know some of our polling agents, GCOM is not allowing them to go in. Some of our polling agents, but they're outside. I want GCOM to know y'all gonna get it right very soon and very shortly. Okay? They gotta be inside there. Everything is a fight down in this country. Everything is a fight.
Okay,
down.
let me all this.
Oh my God.
And that's the thing I don't understand. GCOM's supposed to be an independent body, right? GCOM's supposed to be an independent body. Why is GCOM not allowing a political party agent not to go in? GCOM's supposed to be an independent body. When will we get this right in Guyana? When are we gonna get this right in Guyana? You understand? That's why that old system gotta change. That old system gotta change. GCOM's supposed to be independent. You can't stop one set of people from voting. You know. Anyway, every country. Here, what we doing? We just gonna until somebody come get because nobody like is live. So I'm just looking around here, like what the voters say, the complaints and so on. You know, and just we can just I'm just gonna share that until maybe because it's early and until you know we get something more.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Everything is a fight down. I got the right position though. The right position I have. The right position. Very soon, very shortly. You're gonna get it right. I want to thank all my overseas-based Guyanese that came home to vote. It means a lot to us. You're not just voting because you want to vote. You voted for a change. You voted for better health care, retirement plans, houses, low income of a house, 40% down. 750,000 start to build your house. What more could you want? I want to thank all the police officers and soldiers. They talk to me. I want to thank you guys. I know you guys did the right thing. You guys said that we do the right thing. Oh my God. Now, so we just have to sit down, pray and wait, okay? Pray and wait. That's it. For these last couple of days, I'll be able myself. No problem. These last couple of days, no problem. Because the doggy, you do this. I go into my house early. I sleep very early. Very soon or very early, I sleep. Very soon. I sleep early. Cause no problem. I do this, I do that. No problem.
Oh,
A police officer said to me, Mr. Sampson, you at 80% being good. I said, 80%? I never had 80% number on the school books. And I'm at 80% in life doing good. God is great. God is working on me. God is working on me. He said he had a 20% very soon, very shortly. He's working on me. He's working on me. I said 80%. I never had 80% of nothing. School work. I never had 80% writing, 80% mathematical, 80% spelling. And a big police officer give me 80%. Where's the other 20% gonna come?
all right.
Where is the other 20%?
Let me see what's going on here now. See. Well, let me see what's going on.
This is the boss of Bangladeshi, the Cape. This is the boss of Bangladeshi, the Cape. They come into Diamond Secondary School to catch their food.
Okay, let me give you because it's so noisy. It's not with the phone. It's just that it's the engine wherever. So let me give you update. Bangladesh come with a busload of Bangladesh into Diamond Secondary School and voted in election. So that is Bangladesh nation. A busload of Bangladesh nation came to vote. They came to vote. I don't know if they get to vote, but they came to vote in Guyana election. So a set of overseas people who don't belong, was not supposed to be vote, turning up with ID card for vote. So it's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on right now. People turning up that not supposed to vote, and they're turning up. A busload, I repeat, a busload of Bangladesh nation came to vote in Guyana election to the Diamond to cast the vote at the Diamond Secondary School. They get work permits. Now, if you get work permit in a country, you cannot vote in the national and regional election. I repeat, if you get work permit in any country, if you get work permit, you cannot vote in that country. You cannot vote in a country if you get work permit to work. So who authorized ID card for them for them to vote? You can't vote. You cannot vote if you're not,
Secondary school. So,
if you got work permit.
you're dealing with this.
So there's a bus keep them nice. So that is one okay, so that is one what's going on update right now. The update right now, what's going on. There's one area with problems. Bangladesh nation turned up a Diamond Secondary School to vote. They are not Guyanese. They just have work permit me to come to the country to work, not to vote. You cannot go to somebody's country. They give you work permit for you able to work, and you turn up to vote in the national and regional election. That's a no, no, no. So that is one complaint happened there. Let me see what's more is going on. Just giving you up to date. Nobody's live right now. Giving live viewers just little clips of what's going on. So that is one what's going on right now. Listen, I got put this other phone still for charge. I got a lot of phone for charging. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down until I see all the news. I'm searching through the news. Dexter Todd has voted, and oh my, so update. This is serious. Venezuela accused Guyana of seeking war front and deny attack. So what happened? We did the report. We had a report that Venezuela attacked some soldier yesterday. That was coming in. And so we did get a report yesterday that Venezuela's attacked Guyana soldiers. So today Venezuela make a statement, and Venezuela say that Guyana is trying to create war front. So they deny it, and they accuse Guyana government of trying to create war front. So that is in that news for that. And that is developing. I don't know. Well, the news again, a lot of Bangladesh people came in to get ID card. This in another news. Darren Wynn in news saying that today I told the United Nations that the PPP imported Indian people from Bangladesh to vote for them. That's coming out from Darren Wayne. Yeah, we see what more going on. But I don't understand. In this enlightened days, first thing, yeah, we discussed this. In this enlightened days, you imagine polling agents are on the 10th, on the 10th. We have so many schools in Guyana. Why are they on the 10th? I don't understand. Why tents are they using tents? What happened to buildings? What happened to you know, public buildings and schools and all these things? Why? I don't understand why tent. Wow. Well, we invest in nationhood. They report breaking news. East Coast Demerara. PPP is operating tents. I don't understand why tents. Why do who is running this election? It's not is it GCOM or is it PPP? Who is running? Why would they? Oh gosh. Hey. This election got teeth, foot, and everything. I don't know. It got teeth, it got foot. Why are they operating with tents? Oh my God. Tent. When you got school buildings, what happened to school buildings? All these government buildings. What is these people are in tent? Oh Lars. This election, this is the mud of all election, mud of all election. And they got some, hey, giving up power ain't easy. That's all I could say. Giving up power is not easy. Oh God, may God have mercy on Guyana. Wow, this is crazy what is going on. I don't understand that. What more we have in here? Listen, I don't know if this, I can't know if this election will be fair and free and fair, because this is too much coming out from the election so early. Now it's just actually like 12 o'clock and it's so much complaints, Some complaints they don't have GCOM officers. I don't understand. This is crazy. This is crazy what's going on. Let me see what's going on here. It's a lot of craziness going on right now in this election. I don't know if this election is free. Maybe America gonna come and babysit Guyana election or all elections for Guyana. I'm telling you. It's crazy. I don't understand. Oh, we got 4. You had like after that last election. That last election we had so much. You know, things went wrong in that election. We did not learn. Why didn't we cleanse the voters list? No. A lot of dead voters' name appear on the list. I don't know. So what you have? What is it that GCOM staff sit for 4 or 5 years? How you have? I want to know question. I really want to know a question. Here was me question. Here what is my question. Would GCOM staff, all these staff, getting paid for 4 years? So don't be issuing ID card all 4 years. What's the work they be doing for 4 years? What's the work? That's what you answer. You can't wait till when, if election calling this year, 6 months before election, then you hustling and then you got time for do this. You making a lot of mistakes. You have election commission, the election GCOM old body supposed to set up for by time after 4 years they are total ready. That means they're supposed to be working for that 4 years, getting things, cleansing lists, whatever. For 4 years. You cannot wait till in a year of election, 3 months before election, 6 months before election, then you hustling up and down. That's crazy. Something got to be done. Something got to be done. It's too much. Some people, when they go turn up to polling places that always vote, the name not on the list. They need to do better. Guyana, get this thing right. Guyana, get it right, do better. Once you have fair and free elections, you gotta accept whoever win, but you gotta be fair. And I don't understand why one party think they gotta run a country for 48 years and 98 years. No, that's not democracy. You gotta give everybody a chance. Nobody, Tocqueville Primary School. Darkness, blackout, no light. Some polling stations are in darkness, no light, blackout at polling station. Oh God, Jesus, take the wheel. What more? I don't know. Guyana, we need to do better. Come on, we need to do better. This is crazy. Blackout. Isle rich country, we getting billions every day coming in. Every day, no. This is not one time a month. Every day we getting millions of dollars. Billions of dollars from Isle. Millions US dollars. Says billions Guyana dollars. Every day coming in. Isle money. You tell me we can't fix election system? Why? Why? Why is it? What is it? You understand? What is it?
Good morning to everyone out there that is voting for a change. That is voting for the new Guyana we need. Now, to be honest with you, I hope you're all putting your vote next to the wheel or the Jaguar. We need the change today. This is a big moment for us. All right? Everyone has worked so hard. I'm super proud of all the political parties that, to go up against APNU and PPP is, some might say impossible, but somehow we've managed to really make an impact. Everyone, for those of us that have been fighting for years for accountability. And I'm going to say this.
Okay, let me hear what the car. Okay. Wait. You hold on. You hold on. Carter. Oh yeah, we hear what the Carter Center have to say. Here we see.
We know the Carter Center has been. Good morning. My name is Jason Carter. I'm the chair of the Carter Center, and I'm the leader of this Carter Center election observation mission here in Guyana. It's a great honor for us to be here to observe the Guyanese people as they select their leaders. And as we know, the Carter Center has been here for many elections in this country, and we are honored again to be here. This morning we sent observers into the polling stations in every single region. And this evening we'll have people in every single tabulation center for the next couple days. And so we feel excellent about our team that's come in. And of course, there's a consortium of other international observers that are also here. So we've been coordinating with them as well. And we've had the opportunity to meet with the leadership of a number of the political parties and to be here. Although we have a limited mission, we've been here for some weeks to observe the pre-election process, and we'll be here through the tabulation process. So far, our observers have been well treated, and we are excited about this day. We're not going to draw any conclusions, of course, until after the day is over and then after the tabulation process is complete. We do plan to issue a preliminary statement on Wednesday, September 3rd, where we can reflect on the election day and the tabulation process through then, and then we'd issue a full report once we have a chance to really compile all of the information and observe the full process to its completion. Other than that, I'd be happy to answer some questions if anyone has any.
Any issues so far? Any reports of any issues at polling stations?
No, one of the things that's very important for all of us is that we want to make sure we are drawing conclusions based on evidence and not based on rumors. So when we hear things, we try to go see.
You wouldn't let anything come between you and your child. We...
Well, there's the Carter Center. Oh.
We have thus far only had limited reports even of good things, right? So we haven't had a chance to observe any rumors, but so far so good. It's 8 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning. So, but we expect that today will be a smooth process. Again, our goal is to observe the entire process and then make comments. But also the key to this day is to make sure that everybody in the country is making decisions and conclusions based on evidence and not just rumors.
How many observers Carter Center is feeling?
We have approximately 40 observers, and then coupled with the other international observers, that's a good number of observers. And again, we'll be in every single region, and we'll have all of the tabulation centers covered. And our observers are going to be moving around throughout the day in each of the regions so that we'll have good coverage, we think, throughout the country. And of course, if we hear rumors or reports, we have the opportunity to go and check out some of those potential issues.
In your pre-election report,
we know the Carter Center has been here for many elections in this country, and we are for the tabulation process. The parties understand well the rules. GCOM's staff understands well the rules, and so we believe that we have no reason to think it's not going to be a smooth process.
Okay, that's the Carter Center. Keeping up a bricks with that.
We are watching them, and we shall not. Someday, you'll have to answer. Clearly shows the voter's intention by placing a single X or mark in the box next to the party list of choice. One single X. This elector told the presiding officer she made a mistake. The presiding officer gave her an eraser to erase the ballot, the X. So you may say that's acceptable. Let's see if it's acceptable then. If a voter erases, smudges, or makes multiple marks, which the person did, the ballot can be treated as spoiled or rejected, since it may not clearly indicate the voter's intention. So if, and I said the last time, you just have to show the intention. Doesn't have to be any clear mark. Even if it's an indentation, yes, count it. Doing the foolish recount nonsense, and when they got the 6 stupid Saunders being present. Now, this presiding officer gave an elector an eraser. Our agent objected to it and said you're not supposed to give it. All the agents said you're not supposed to give people erasers. It's a spoiled ballot. They're supposed to be issued with another. The elector said that she needed another ballot. during voting, if you accidentally spoil your ballot, for example, by erasing or marking incorrectly, you are supposed to return it to the presiding officer before placing it in the ballot box. The officer will issue you a new ballot and mark the spoiled one as cancelled. That's why they shouldn't choose officers with understanding of law. That's why he deliberately did not select those who understand electoral processes. They don't want that. The Guyana Elections Commission chairman and certain other key players in there do not desire to have presiding officers who know the law. And listen to it happen in the PNC, as they call it, certain Afro-dominant communities. These issues aren't occurring in areas that we claim to be theirs. You remember I said since last week with the distance services, why are you voting with a pencil and not a permanent marker? Why, like a Sharpie, one of those? Why are you not voting with a permanent marker? I asked the question since last week. And people say it's normal. It's not normal. It's normal for Guyana. It's abnormal. Very abnormal. Because the plan was already in place, and the presiding officer told our agent that they always give pencils. What kind of nonsense give erasers? But none was issued. So this officer found an eraser to give to somebody. So the SDRO, according to a report, said everything is okay. It cannot be okay. It is never okay for someone to be given an eraser. Never is it okay. Guyanese brothers and sisters. My Guyanese brothers and sisters. When we see that Guyanese who live here are denied ID cards, Guyanese who came here would have proven that they're Guyanese, were denied ID cards. When we see that within the polling booths and stations, presiding officers are facilitating unlawful activities, and coincidentally, a PPP's agent, one who is in the caretaker system, a minister, was coincidentally on site. Coincidentally, he happened to be there. Something must be taken very, very seriously. There are many who would have thought to vote and are being told no, and that's happening only in certain communities. You've been caught red-handed, because how is it that in certain communities you disenfranchise, so no, you can't vote. In other communities, you overcompensate. So if they disenfranchise 10 in one community, they bring 200 Bangladeshis to vote. I hope you all understand that. That's why they talk about this landslide story. So they're not allowing certain people to vote in communities that they believe are not their strongholds. And then as their strongholds, they're empowering people to vote beyond even those who are Guyanese. And you telling people that they could vote with a pencil, then a presiding officer wants to tell Guyanese that It is normal for people to have erasers issued during which election? But don't forget that there are certain precedents that were set in 2020. Now, I went to vote, and I'm talking to Anil here, because he got caught red-handed today again. In reference to what you told people before. I'm going back to 2020, sure, you got caught red-handed. Because Sanders said that there's nothing like an invalid vote. Okay. As long as something is invalid, makes it a vote. You have to count it. Okay, smart fella. So why is it when I went to GCOM today, when I went to vote, as a matter of fact, today, why was there a counterfoil? Why was there, when my ballot was being prepared, why did the presiding officer stamp or write the code on one and the code on another? For general, code on one for regional, code on the other. And then she tore the ballot, gave it to me, and she kept that counter. Why, Anil? Why do that? Because remember what you said. The box, there could be nothing to accompany or verify or validate a vote. In your reason, according to your reasoning, that's what you have told the international community. It doesn't matter. So right now in Guyana, in an election process where it was established in 2020, then it doesn't matter. There's no need to verify anything. There's no need to have counterfoils or nothing. You just go put an X on a paper and go. Because it doesn't matter. Why are you talking about counterfoils today now? Why issue them? I am going to be on the road. I am going to move around and highlight all day, along with Melissa and others, the wickedness of yours. And I have one more to tell you. I was in Mackenzie High School this morning. Again, I showed my accreditation and asked, and I'm so grateful for those presiding officers who were most welcoming. There was no issue in reference to certain places that I've gone this far. And I said I'd like to observe the process just for a few minutes and ensure things are going smoothly. And I did observe. But then I noticed that there is no ramp for those in wheelchairs. There is no braille or brailled ballot for the blind, for the visually impaired. There is no one to give signage to those who are mute, who cannot speak.